Before I start, please join me tonight from the 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, the Asian markets. I'll be hosting the My Fund the Futures segment for the Asian market. So be there. I cover it every Monday through Thursday from 8 to 10. So I hope to see you there. We cover the assets of NASDAQ futures, S&P futures, oil, gold, and sometimes silver, depending how volatile it gets. All right. Also, if anybody would like to contact me, I give you out my cell phone number, which is 914-500-7484. If you like a 5-day free trial to my live stream every day, Monday through Friday, from 8:30 to 4. Just text me your full name and email, and I'll send you the link. It starts every Monday. But if you have any questions, again, you could just reach out to me, text me. I'd love to talk to you, see if I can help you in any way. Again, my cell phone number is 914-500-7484. Also, please do not get scammed by anybody. I'm begging you, do not get scammed. It's important to understand that when you're trading the markets, there are a lot of people out there that are taking my images. I do not DM, and I do not ask for money on Discord, or I do not ask for money, period, on DM or Discord. So please be careful with that. All right, so today, absolutely kabooshed. We saw SpaceX off the highs. I think last night it traded as high as 230. Today was about 220 and change. Broke 200, hit 195, rallied. But the big story of the day were the chips. Micron, before the market open, was trading 1124, down 100. SanDisk, 2167. SanDisk down almost 190 points. But the big story today was the sell reversals on the 30-minute time frame on the Qs, and the markets were really, technology was very weak here today, down 1.81% on tech stocks on the Qs. We had the Dow up about 285 points. We saw the Russell down about less than 1%. S&P's down a little less than 0.75%. The real story here was the big sell reversals we got on the 30-minute time frames on Broadcom, on AMD, on Intel, on SanDisk, on Micron. These patterns were unbelievable. When they got the push up, when SanDisk got the big sell reversal on the 30-minute time frames at 3 o'clock, the bounces that we got, everything's based upon the title of the show here today is how to trade sequences after the conditions are met. So once the conditions are met, what do we look to do? We look to take advantage of the sequences, and the sequences are exactly what do you do next once the condition has shifted. So that's what we teach here. Today I'll show you here, you can see, we'll just stick with Micron at first. You can see Micron very negative here. You got this big push up here. This was a monster short here at 12:30. Look at this overbought condition into this negative MACD. And then if you look at the 30-minute time frames here, you can see the 30 minutes reversing to sell at 3 o'clock, putting you in a sell disconnect. So what do you look to do? Again, the sequence is after 3 o'clock, you short the first bounce right here. Is this the one here? 305. We got this short at 43. The second bounce right here, you can see it again at 43, and never look back. So when Micron reversed to sell on the 30-minute time frame, the sequence is you go into a sell disconnect, you short the first bounce on the 5-minute time frame. Today, the big story of the day also was the fact that the NASDAQ futures were negative on the 15, we're in a negative trend on the 15, 30, and 60-minute time frame, but then when the QQQs reversed to sell today on the 30-minute time frame, what happens? Well, when the QQQs reversed to sell right here at, that's Micron. Sorry, when the QQQs reversed to sell right here at 130, you went into a sell disconnect on the underlying ETFs. So now what you're doing is you have a negative trend on the NASDAQ futures on the 15, 30, and 60. Then you have the QQQs reversing to sell on the 30-minute. You have what's called a sell disconnect. And then what do you look to do? Well, let's look at the time. Boom. 1 o'clock, 1:30. You take the first, is this the bounce right here? 1:30? Nope. We got the 5-minute time frame was it. The 5-minute time frame at 1:30 this is, I think, right here. This is 2 o'clock. So it was right here, I think. About 1:30. What time I say this was? This was the 1:30. So the 2 o'clock pattern. This is the short right here. 7:35, you can see the drop of about $1.80. So that was the pattern right there. So again, trading sequence, a negative MACD above the pivot. You can see the negative MACD above the pivot. The 30s reversing, you take the short, and again, they got absolutely cabooshed. And if you can see tomorrow, most likely we're going to get a sell reversal on the opening here tomorrow on the Qs here. Okay, again, Broadcom monster short here. Now also, if you look here, I want to show you when we made these new highs today, right here. 10 o'clock, you can see that we made new highs here. And you can see how the MACDs did not confirm the highs. So this was a major short here on the opening. You can see the drop right here of about 15 points. Remember, the Qs rallied 60 points in 3 days. So we saw oil get absolutely decimated today. I love when these MACDs are negative above the pivot. You can see here SpaceX, SPCX is another one. You can see once the 15-minute time frames went negative above the pivot, you can see the negative MACDs. This is the high here. I think it was 8. No, I thought I saw 22 at one point. I think here it was 25. Oof. Okay. And then SpaceX got absolutely cabooshed. Once these MACDs started going negative, this is the first time in the history of SpaceX, take a picture, that the MACDs went negative above the pivot on the 15-minute time frame. You can see since the inception, MACDs have been positive. So take a picture. This is the first time the MACDs went negative above the pivot on SpaceX since the inception. Okay, so now you can see here there was a monster bull flag here on the 15-minute time frame. We caught this beautiful bull flag here below the 0607 level, and you can see if you count the bars here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, you probably rallied about a good 8 or 9 points. And then when you push down here and these MACDs went negative, well, that was a really great sign right there. But let's look at Broadcom here. You can see Broadcom again overbought into the negative MACDs on the 30. This is an absolute Picasso. 381 got absolutely slaughtered on Broadcom. The 30-minute time frames reversing here. And then what do you look to do? You short the bounce here. The 15s reverse to sell. Then you get this this down and up pattern into the negative MACD. Broadcom had nowhere to go but down all day. And if you see here, you can see once these 15s and the 30-minute time frames aligned, here was a really first bounce on the 15. Then you got the really good bounce here into the negative MACDs above 381. Look at the drop, $6 here. Absolute Picasso on Broadcom. So Broadcom really very strong on the short pattern here. So the Qs were a great short here as well on the 15s. If you look here, you can see how Micron, SanDisk, this was a monster short. If you want to see Micron, you want to see SanDisk, look at this short on the opening. 2167. You're pushing up on the 30-minute time frame into the negative MACD right here. MACD couldn't confirm on the 60-minute, but look at this. This is an absolute Picasso. This pushing up. So SanDisk opens, all right, and then it rallies. It opens at 34, rallies another 33 points, pushes up to new highs into the negative MACD. Kabooshed. Look at that. So the price is getting overbought into the negative MACD. And then if you look here on the 15-minute time frame, after you got this monster rally, okay, the rally goes from 1990 up to 75. You run 83 points. Now, where are you going? This is a monster bear flag, overbought into a negative MACD. We called shorts across the board on the market. SanDisk, Micron, AMD, throw a dart, everything lined up. It's a complete mirror image. And these are why it's so important to understand the divergence patterns the way I have it set up using the technology. So again, very, very important there. The key here today was truly the key here today was when we were making these new highs today, early in the morning, and we were pushing up, the markets really had the significant negative trend on the MACD's negative on the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frames on the continuous contracts. So there are times we use the continuous contracts, and then there are times we don't. When we use along the line ETFs, like yesterday or a couple of days ago when we were pushing down to new lows, all the MACDs were positive on the 30 and 60-minute time frames on the Qs and spiders, and we did a trampoline effect down and boink, right back up. So again, I think what's really important is to understand also when you have ADXs rising in a declining market, you also can see how the ADXs really give you the ability to be seeing the short, because especially if you're in a negative trend, and if you can see the big selling pressure, again, very, very important. When you see these type of patterns here, SanDisk, a complete animal here, traded up to 240. All right, again, you're going to see how the 30-minute reversing to sell here. And then what do you look to do right here when the 30 reverses sell at 3 o'clock? Just like Micron, you short the first bounce on the 5-minute time frame, 240. Look at it drop. Absolutely cabooshed. 30 to almost 40 points in about 7 minutes on SanDisk. So Micron, again, same type of pattern, went from 43 down to 23 or 24. So Micron, SanDisk, identical, same patterns. Again, if you overlay them, you can actually, if you take the same pattern here on SanDisk and just bring up the SanDisk pattern and you bring up the Micron pattern, I would say that most 85% just like an overlay. So really great patterns here. So tomorrow, we're going to be watching the markets, but when I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. Right now, we know that the Qs are going to reverse the sell on the 60-minute time frames come the opening. Big number to watch tomorrow, 748.32. That's about 17 points on the S&Ps, brings you down to the 75.67 level. But I think what's going to happen here is that the markets right now, if we do get any type of push down tomorrow, you're probably going to get some big oversold conditions off the 60-minute time frame. We're going to have big sell reversals tomorrow on Broadcom on the 60-minute time frame, and we're also going to have big sells on Nvidia on the 30-minute time frame. Microsoft reversed the sell on the 60, so we're in a negative trend on Microsoft. Apple still looks very bullish overall. SpaceX finally reversed the sell on the 15-minute time frame. Micron very close to, it looks like Micron's also going to reverse the sell on the 60-minute time frame. So that's going to give a lot of pressure here. You can see here 60 here. Look at the QQQs. Okay, same thing. You can see the blues about to reverse. Broadcom. So Broadcom, Micron, and the Qs very close to reversing the sell here on the 60-minute time frames. So again, for tomorrow, I guess if we do get those big sell reversals, there's probably an 85-95% chance that today's highs are in. And then I guess we'll be looking for shorts off the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frames. Okay? All right. When I get back, I want to tell you the importance of trading on a dom. So people have come to me who are trading, and a lot of people who are new at beginning trading futures. I've told them a number of times what's really important in the whole scope of trading is that when you're trading the markets, you want to be able to be fast, whether you're scalping or you're pattern trading. And when you're scalping and you're pattern trading, to be able to execute on a DOM, a matrix, a ladder, any of the three names, just Google, if you go to TradeStation Matrix, or if you go to Webull, you see their DOM or whatever. And to execute, the buyers are on the left, the sellers are on the right. To me, I think it's very difficult to be trading off of what? The chart. And for me, I think it's important to get your hand-eye coordination. Just go click, click, click. You put your stop in, or you have a dollar stop, or you just look at, a price where you think you want to get out. And that's just trading up. But we're also coming out with a new technology where we basically can get the ranges. So if I call a range in a Nasdaq or S&P, you just plug in the amount of contracts and it puts it and it scales in for you. It raises your stop, it gets you out, hits different targets. So we're really trying that out right now, and hopefully that's going to be brought to my community really well. Plus our new chart overlay has a more quantitative approach to the markets based upon the methodology as a whole. So that should be coming. All right. Thank you for joining me today on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sktrading.live, which a new website is coming as well. Complete new everything coming, hopefully in the next month, about 1 to 2 months. So we're working very hard around the clock on that. Again, it's really important to give the community the best of the best, and that's what I'm striving to do each and every day here. Also, again, if you'd like to follow me on social media, please follow me at official Stephen Kalayjian on Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I do not DM, and I do not ask money for Discord or anything on DM or on Discord. So please, you have my personal cell phone number, which is 914-500-7484. People blow up my phones constantly asking me for help and in the markets, and I'm happy to do so. But if you also like a 5-day free trial, just text me your phone name and email, and I'll send you the link for every Monday, and you'll start it then. All right. Thank you for everything. Please join me tonight during the My Funded Futures Asia session from 8 to 10. God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. See you tonight.